A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Gronkowski.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Colts.
Again, this is Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Cook on the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, this from 46. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Amendola now, jet sweep. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The wide receiver, the ball.
Amendola, he was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
This is out quickly to the right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards there and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action with Griffin. The Sanders has got it complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts 37.
Now Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 31. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Griffin's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
19-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Bears 7, Colts 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
They're on 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Cook.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Watson on first down. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Complete.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Jones.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Sanders.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 25 on second down, Griffin. That's complete to Sanders. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
27-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 27th, Watson setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First down, Colts.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, but now it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Open man completes it to Butler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin. And this one complete to Reed. 7 yards to pick up there. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Griffin. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a carry for Sanders. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run. It's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
To throw is RG3, eluding the pressure right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that 1st run.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
15. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
By the Colts.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Colts 23, Bears 15.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, here's the run with Peterson.
Adrian Peterson, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
They run again with Peterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Adrian Peterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. From the shotgun, Griffin throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Hardman on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score all tied.
Here's 2nd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A gain of a yard.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Being chased out left. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Third down. Watson. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's second down.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw again. Griffin. Now they go screen. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. He's got his man. It's Butler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
4-yard line.
Now Griffin on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing now. Griffin on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Griffin. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the 33.
Second and 11. From the gun, Griffin. The Sanders has got it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry now for Peterson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
And 8 at the Colts 19-yard line.
Again, Peterson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Adrian Peterson.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
4th down. Here's RG3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Danny Amendola, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Crosby for the point after. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 29, Watson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
8 yards.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
But that certainly makes you think back to last year's wild card round when Deshaun Watson got out of the pocket to his right, found Taiwan Jones for one of the plays of the year. This one wasn't quite as dramatic, but still an excellent play and big yardage nonetheless.
On the carry.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Watson. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A 42-yard. Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
2-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of it.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis,